Hey, hi everyone. I hope you all are doing very good. So, this in this particular video, we'll be talking about the topper copy analysis of the political science. See, this is very important. Now, I had given you a Google form to write, and I analyzed them. And after analyzing, what I found was that many of you are doubtful in the flow. That how do you get the flow in an answer? Now, see, understand one thing. Flow is like, you have you heard a song? In song there are lyrics, right? Then there is called as dhun. Dhun is called as the flow, right? Lyrics is your content, and flow is that dhun. Now, to get the dhun, nobody can teach you dhun. You need to listen lot of songs, and then only you can sing better. Similarly, to get to know the flow, you need to read a lot of toppers answer so that you get the flow. See how they write, see how they start, then only you can learn. I have always told you that answer writing is a skill. It's a skill development, right? That is why this program is named as skill development. Now, skill development comes when you watch a lot of people doing that thing that you want to do. Then you try to grasp that thing, right? And then you practice, and then you build, right? So see how this particular fellow, he got I think 290 something marks, and in Pol Science, and see how he has written. I have seen his copy, and I feel this is a kind of a 300 marks copy, right? So let us start analyzing, and let's see how he has written answers. So let's start and let's analyze a few answers of his, and then we can conclude something. So let us discuss the first question. Answer the following questions in 150 words. And the first question is, discuss M.N. Roy's difference with the Comintern over the colonial question. Right. Now we know that the simple answer to this is that Roy was kicked out of the Comintern because of the simple fact that he was not willing to support the nationalist, right? The national movement of the peasants. He was not willing to support, and he wanted that we should directly attack the Britishers, right? Whereas in Lenin, etc., right? The famous Lenin-Roy debate. It is asking about Lenin-Roy debate. Lenin says that we should support the local national movement which was being going on by the Indian National Congress, and then later on the peasants can revolt against this, right? And Roy wanted, no, let's support peasants directly, and peasants will directly attack the imperial powers. This was Roy's plan, right? So this is the difference which we have to discuss. If you ask one line answer, right, इससे ज़्यादा इसमें कुछ लिखना नहीं है. But let's see how this guy has articulated. So first, directly he starts off with M.N. Roy. That M.N. Roy was the founder of the Indian Communist Movement. Directly, bang on target. ठीक है, ready-made introduction he has made. During the second Comintern, right, the second Communist Congress, right, Roy was asked by Lenin to draft what came to be known as the supplementary thesis on national and the colonial question, right? If you know this, this is better. Now he has studied something extra. That is why he knows the exact thing, right? But still, now you can, what you can do is, from this copy you can quote this, you can write them in your notes, अपना content build कर लो कि हाँ, supplementary thesis on national and colonial question. This was the you can say work which was assigned to Roy. Now start of it, that Roy had many difference. Directly he is attacking the body now. See, this is the intro part. One line he has done because उसने ये भी, he has seen that it is of only 150 marks. I cannot beat about more. So just he has written in 20, 30, even 15 words the intro. And now directly he is attacking the question. That, see, because the question asked is what? Discuss the difference. You have to discuss the difference over here, right? Difference you have to discuss, right? So directly he is attacking the body. He knows now that I cannot waste a lot of time because I don't have much, right? So now he is writing that Roy had many differences with the other leaders of the international and had fierce debates with them. The main issue of the contention was the nature and the role of the bourgeois in colonies, especially in India, and strategies with them, right? This was the main question. This was that how should we go about? Should we support the movement or not? Now see, Comintern was in favor of using the nationalist movement and sentiments to overthrow the capitalist colonialists. Right. On the other hand, Roy wanted to build a communist party of peasant workers and not only take the cooperation of the nationalists at initial stage. Right. Let's directly build a communist party and they will be attacking the imperialist class. Let's not you can say unite with the Indian nationalist movement, because M.N. Roy believed that the Indian national movement itself is a bourgeois movement. Remember, he says that Gandhi is the spokesperson of the bourgeois class. So let's not support them. Then Roy was fearful of nationalists joining the hands with the imperialist. That is why he was saying that let's not support the nationalists, because they themselves represent somehow or the other the imperialist. वो imperialist का ही एक version है, ठीक है? And therefore he wanted the communists to avoid an alliance with the nationalist bourgeois. Right? Okay, done. That's it. He has explained. Now don't beat about the bush. End the answer then and there. Right? Now see, he has ended that when millions were marching with Gandhi in the nationalist movement, Roy said that nationalist movement in India has failed to appeal to masses. Right? If you don't want to write this, just write India. He believed that national movement in India has failed to appeal to the masses, and then you can conclude. Now, in conclusion, you should have written the negative view, because negative view in the sense you should have criticized Roy, because Roy was wrong. Gandhi was the leader of the masses. Right? So, how he has written that in essence, Roy had more theoretical knowledge of Marxist idea of hegemony, while Lenin had a better understanding of democratic stage of unfolding of the revolution. Right? So that is why it is said now that M.N. Roy has what he has done. M.N. Roy has committed the guilt of heteronomy. Right? That applying an outside concept in a completely new situation. He applied Marxist concept which was in an agrarian society. Right? Right, he was trying to do that. He was trying to apply in a caste based society. So that is why M.N. Roy failed. Right? And that is why M.N. Roy failed. So end on this note. That's it. See how this guy wrote. First he introduced M.N. Roy, then directly he attacked with the question what was asked. Right? He gave 2-3 reasons which we all know, and then simply he concluded that M.N. Roy had more theoretical understanding. He did not had the complete understanding of Marxist in context of India. He had committed the guilt of heteronomy. Right? And that's it. You end. Simple. No need to beat about the bush. Let's see another question. Let's see alienation and its diverse interpretation, or let's see complex equality. Let's see what he has written for complex equality. Right? Alienation, so simply Marx wala concept hai, he must have written it. Right? That yes, Karl Marx theory of alienation, yes, he has written that. And then diverse implication, you have to write other thinkers also, like write about Hegel. Hegel says when when the human is separated from God, that is alienation. Right? And then another thinker he has given is Melvin Seaman, gave his theory which interprets alienation as powerlessness and meaninglessness. Right? Loss of personal freedom, etc., etc. And see how he has concluded. Now once you have written everything, see the conclusion part. This I liked this, that this loss of very essence of life and intrinsic values that makes Marxist thinkers critical of many forms of alienation. So see, Marxist thinkers are very, very critical of many forms of alienation. So in the end, you have to just write this 2-3 lines of conclusion. Many people have doubts in writing conclusion. Okay, now let's see the Michael Walzer's concept of complex equality. See how he starts. Michael Walzer directly attacking. Michael Walzer in his work Spheres of Justice. See, book name is written. Right? Scholar name is written. Outlines his theory of complex equality. Simple. Complex equality he is highlighting. Now see. Now he directly attacks the question. Intro is done. Directly he has answered what was being asked. Now he is trying to answer the next body part. That basic concept behind the complex equality is that because different societies and culture values different goods and other culture aspects of social life, that is impossible to bring out a universal principle for equality. It is not possible because different society values different values. Right? Values are what? Inherently what? Pluralistic. प्लूरलिस्टिक वैल्यूज होती हैं, राइट. सम में वैल्यू सम अदर वैल्यू, राइट. सम में वैल्यू सम अदर वैल्यू एज हायर और लोअर, राइट. सो different societies and culture value different goods, right, and other cultural aspects of social life. It is impossible to bring out a universal principles for equality. You cannot apply universal principle for equality, right. For example, in West, now here you can just give an example, right. If you can give an example, for example, if you talk about West, they will go for liberty, right. For them liberty will be the let's say the highest value, right. If you talk about East, they might prefer equality, right. They might prefer, you can say, culture, right. So different people have different values, right. So you cannot go for universal principles of equality. Okay, if you ask a Marxist, he will give more preference to equality, right. If you ask a liberal, he will give more preference to liberty. So he describes it as it is impossible, right. Now read the next question. It is Walzer's response to Rawlsian concept of primary good, which needs to be distributed equally. Walzer says that there is not only one way of distributive justice. So here he is trying to criticize, right, what? He is trying to criticize John Rawls, right. And Professor Walzer states that his system of complex equality will lead to more egalitarian distribution of social goods, right, because there are different spheres of social and economic needs, right. Person will acquire good in one sphere or the other, right. So he's trying to explain this, that it is because of this complex equality there will be more egalitarian distribution, right. And simply बस इस पर टाइम नहीं था, so he must have not ended it, right. So अब conclusion कैसे लिख सकते हैं, इसने तो लिखा नहीं है, but you could have written in conclusion, right, that equality, right, itself is a complex concept. Hence, you could have written, hence to conclude, we can say that equality itself is a complex and contested concept which is open to multiple interpretation. Just one line I could have added this to complete the answer, but इस पे टाइम नहीं रहा होगा, so it's fine. कोई बात नहीं लिखा कंक्लूजन, कोई बात नहीं, क्वेश्चन तो पूरा करना है ना. एंड जस्ट ही हैज रिटन इट, जस्ट वन लाइन यू कुड हैव एडेड टू दिस, वरना तो आंसर सही है, ठीक है. समझो. तो दैट इज हाउ यू नीड टू एनालाइज द टॉपर्स कॉपी. रीड एवरी आंसर, ट्राई टू सी द फ्लो, ट्राई टू कॉपी सम कंटेंट, राइट. ठीक है. समझो. एनालाइज हाउ, डिस्कस हाउ हॉब्स एंड इज़ाया बर्लिन ऑन नेगेटिव लिबर्टी. नाउ रीड दिस, you will definitely get good you can say perspective, right. You will definitely learn new things, so try to read this. So thank you so much guys, I hope this helps you, and I will be sharing a lot of answers with you, more than 500 answers I will be sharing with you, and you should read them, build content, build flow, and for any doubts you can ask me. So thank you so much guys, and just a request, if you are liking what I am doing, then do share it with your friends, and do review the course so that many more can join in. Thank you so much guys, bye bye.